clean match. Good luck, and God bless you.
I would say David is the biggest puncher Valuev has faced.
And what immense! This is the difference in size between a heavyweight and why these two are in the same ring.
And Valuev has landed in power away. Obviously, David is going to have to punch upwards.
On a reconnaissance mission early on, Haye, trying not to get involved. Touch
to Haye. Haye could end up burning a lot of nervous end in the move. So obviously losing a lot of his power.
Gothic heels to try to simulate what Valuev will be like.
Giving away 7 stone, but you don't know until you're in there doing it.
His third fight at the weight. Did anyone get a tie that quick other than Pete Rademacher, who fought Floyd Patterson in his first?
How huge this task is. His tactic frustrating Valuev into making mistakes, but Valuev defended for the full 3 minutes. So obviously away from home.
Sure, Valuev landed much at all, you know, in that first round, despite plodding forward all the time.
Man, you can't really score for one.
Because he really can't afford to just stand there mixing it. He'll reckon, I think. He does generally have a gunslinger's mentality. At some point, the switch will move over back to that.
Landed a couple of jabs to the chest. Valuev.
And Holyfield, who fought Valuev a year ago. Very close fight. Many people thought
just come up for the cruiser. Oh, beautiful right hand.
Oh, terrific shot there.
Well, no, that was the to see from him.
Here's round 3. A slice of him. Leading one of our right.
If he wants to catch Haye, I mean, against tricky opponents of any description, you can see them coming.
See, that's the big question already here.
It's a fight. And in any rounds that are close, all-round fight, and he doesn't waste too much. There's the right hand again. Lift up. I keep feeling this is a job that's going to get bigger and tougher as it goes along the while. He can't expect to be dictating things here. On the back foot.
He's having to produce something he's never had in the way that Arturo Gatti did in his second.
So Valuev struggling to find the tap. Valuev just can't time him. A big right hand again. Landless.
Yep, now you see me, now you don't, wasn't it, from Haye? He's won that the first. Whether the judges are giving them to him, that's another matter. Valuev, Jim, as if to say, these aren't registering. I think they might be.
Yep, that a happier corner, is it?
Don't think so, no. The Grand Prix car against the traction engine. Round 4, but I think I might.
Just keeps edging forward, but really he should be thinking about putting punches together a little bit.
I think Valuev may feel that his time will come. That's where Haye by the ropes, and he got out of it very well, almost like an electric eel.
Becoming frustrated.
This is really just the opening couple of chapters in the novel.
He's getting closer to Haye at the moment.
Streets of Bermondsey taking on the local schoolboy champions and usually coming out on top. From David Haye, that the italics are for so far.
Landing an awful lot, but Haye not really.
There he is, winging away, fast hands. One.
Is it impressing the judges? I wouldn't think so.
Well, and sometimes Britain too, if we're honest with you.
From Valuev. David missed with reflexes were pretty sharp then. On the back foot you have to be winning rounds for David Haye.
Haye tonight bidding to become only the 7th heavyweight championship. Most famously, of course, Bob Fitzsimmons way back.
The difference in weight, a good job from Valuev. But the height difference, your weight tends to go back towards your heels when you're punching high, so you lose the power.
Watched him studiously, they've worked on things. There's 2 punches.
Back with enough.
Again.
Need to be taking a lot of the steam out of Valuev. Valuev fainting now, upping the pace. He has more chances than he's taking.
No.
Of you, Valuev boxing at his own pace, and those punches look good, trying to get a bit of rhythm into what he's doing. He's just
away from home.
Good right hand from Valuev. Haye to slow down a bit. It's the second half of the fight.
I think some of these rounds were certainly open to interpretation on the last couple, but maybe Haye did open up a lead if you were looking at it from one perspective.
Point up at the moment, so Haye's well in it. But his defence.
So just goes to show it open to different interpretation. Walked at 2 a.m. this morning for an hour because that's what he was feeling like. That's what his body. Most boxers like you did, Jim.
Yeah, well, everyone has their own methods. With those methods, so they work good left hook.
His World Championship fights, when he's nearly always at home advantage, he's got it with a body more, he can make a huge difference in weight tell.
Well, another round where he has to work the whole 3 minutes under threat.
Just moving a little quicker. They've tried to train him for a bit more speed. Valuev, he's just the two European judges, never heard of them before. Tom Miller is the other one from the States.
See, again, straight onto the back foot as you would just doing exactly the same things. Valuev is working or trying to work for the 3 minutes.
What happened here is that David Haye is surviving okay and he's not getting close.
Because he has been hitting a lot of fresh air.
I just would have liked to hear the Haye corner tell him that he possibly needed to do a
part for Haye, and that they would be looking to be sure. I mean, backing off for 3 minutes and then landing 1 or 2 punches in a round to score those rounds to David Haye. Quick.
There he is trying to go right left hook. Can Haye find one big challenge shot? Sense that it's still there to be won for David Haye, but you really wouldn't.
Caught cleanly a couple of times, which Valuev has struggled to do up to now.
Got away again, and leers at Valuev across the ring through his gum shield. The railway arches at Vauxhall, is it going to work?
Yeah, well, the better for me, it was Valuev again. They're good right. As I said earlier, you don't know what it's going to be like.
How to win this fight, and David Haye 2-1 against. They started 10, so the bookmakers think this is going Valuev's way.
Judges a little bit more. It's better. Much a lot of the rounds the way you want to, but unfortunately, Haye. First bit of good news.
He's missed so much, Valuev here that he's thrown that have not found their target. I mean, he's plodding for.
Yeah, but I mean, do you win a round with 2 punches? This is what's needed. You've got to get the punches all pace. But I agree, this is a better round for Haye.
Look at Valuev, telegraphed the shot. Haye slipped it easy, came back with some. If he keeps on doing this, it'll be better. Look how much Valuev missed by then. He's gaining confidence there. Wounds one up, goes back to his corner, puts the round in.
Well, some good work from Haye. And 2s and 3s, Valuev obviously missing.
Needs to repeat that last round in this round. He counter-punched very well. He says all to him, make errors and leave himself open to counters. Big Ralph.
Yeah, well, I've got it close. He's not like David's tactics, I don't know.
Charisma bypass operation in recent years needs Haye's colour.
Takes, but Valuev just taking his time again.
Just might come a point though where Haye needs to take the bull by the horns a bit more. Firing badly. 8 pounds.
Well, Valuev is not of Haye. Really is confusing him. Good right hand again from Haye.
Once again, he was nowhere to be seen once the punches had landed.
Valuev has landed nothing. But we're faced with the question.
It's being scored fairly on effective aggression. We'll see.
Valuev has not landed a punch this round. It's obvious he is landing more punches than Valuev.
Simeon looks.
He just cannot pin this fellow down. But he tightening things up. I had Valuev running away with it a little bit. Him 3 points up time on the back foot.
Choice, of course.
No, of course not. But in the last couple of rounds, he's let some punches go, bring out the single shots. I don't know what his corner is telling him. Together, maybe miss with a couple. Be prepared to land with it.
But he has to keep on stinging. There's a right hand from Valuev.
Tonight, normally he can get to opponents. He just can't seem to do that. What's needed from Haye. Right hand from
the guys watching in the studio for us tonight all think Valuev is winning the fight at the moment.
Doing enough. Valuev showing little feints, little
and that. But Haye just might have to a lot more positive late on in the fight here.
Purposeful in this round. He's staying on Haye now. Not allowing, imposing himself. Not allowing Haye to dictate the pace. Discipline, he's shown the tactics, so we have to give him full credit for that. You can nick rounds onto Haye because he is landing.
American writer once said in a fight rather similar to this, pretty awful frankly.
It's been pretty awful, but in every round he's tried to make a fight of it, but not at the moment.
Bit messy, something to say. To Haye's credit, he doesn't want clinches where Valuev can lean on.
I mean, you have to ask yourself, if there's only one decent punch landed in a round, you know, things have to be taken into consideration. Also, quality.
While he's walking, he needs to be thinking of throwing Haye. Say, because we're really into the home stretch of this. He's passed the stamina test.
I mean, he's totally frustrated, Valuev.
Took one, gave one.
Good jab too from Valuev.
It's his jab to work in this contest though, simply because Haye hasn't been in front of him. This looks like it's going to the judges. For the WBA Heavyweight Championship of the world here in Nuremberg, but maybe with enough to get the nod.
I thought at least once during the fight he would have stepped forward. Best shot on that man's chin.
Well,
good shot there.
The plan hurt in his 16-year pro career. There was no point trying to knock him out. The only way was to try it out effectively enough, of course, is the big question. Good right hand from Haye there. He's
making it obvious that Valuev's missing. Drive himself forward. Two good shots from Haye.
Like it's paper darts and against the mouth. Oh, he's got it going with a left hook. What a finish, Giant!
Is David now wishing he had gone for it? Trumps.
And another big left hand from Haye and a right hand too. Is this enough? He's certainly winning this last round, and he's done this brilliantly in the last round.
The only sure way of victory here is knockout, and he's shown he's got the power to achieve.
Saying I've won this, you know. He's certainly made Valuev look very silly.
Well, that's what we're saying. Did he have the power to shake him in? Do you know that wasn't even his best shot in Valuev's chin? That was like a cupping shot with a wrist pad. What if Dave had gone for the knockout earlier?
114 even. 116 112 scores it. 116 112 from London, England. The new
David Haye.
I've never been so happy in my life to be proved wrong. This is tremendous for David Haye.